Cheetahs to quaggas. A baby Rauw quagga was born recently at the Vergelegen Wine Estate. Now, the estate has been cultivating this rare subspecies of zebra for some time now. The quagga, of course, was hunted to extinction in the 1800s, but thanks to a very careful breeding program, zebras that resemble the distinct breed of quagga are now being born. And I'm joined by Eben Olderwagen, who is Vergelegen Wine Estate's Environmental Project Manager. Thank you so much for joining us, Eben. Talk to me, first of all, about when this little one was born.
Good evening, Sally. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Yes, so this young one was born on the 14th of December. I'm glad that I actually was there to see it because I went on leave soon after and everyone was waiting in anticipation because we know it was coming soon. So yeah, on the 14th of December, this young little foal was born. And yeah, as you know, we're very excited because it's a first for us on Vergelegen.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a little bit too young to see now. So unfortunately, we don't know yet. But in a couple of months' time, when it grows up a little bit, we'll be able to determine what it is.
We're calling this a Rauw, R-A-U, a Rauw quagga. Why that name? What does it mean?
Yes, so the project is named after the surname of the professor that started this project. So that's where the name Rauw comes from. It's his surname, and he started the project. So the project is then in essence using the southern plain zebra, which is the same linear species from which the original quagga formed part. And these animals are used to try and replicate these exact characteristics that you used to find in the extinct quagga.
And so they look like the original quagga, but is their DNA likely then different because this has been created through a breeding program?
That's correct. So unfortunately, you can never breed back the DNA of extinct species. So this remains the southern plain zebra. So the DNA, when tested, will also show the southern plain zebra. What we are aiming to do with the project is to breed the characteristics back so that people that never had the opportunity to see an actual live quagga now has the opportunity to see what these animals once looked like.
Was the quagga ever a distinct breed of its own, or was it always a subspecies of the zebra?
No, so it is through studies it was determined that it actually forms a subspecies of the southern plain zebra, but obviously with its original and distinct markings and coloration. So from the pictures you put up on the screen there, you would see that it's a more lightly brown colored in the white, and then obviously the lesser stripes. So the zebra is normally completely white with a very dark stripes, whereas you would see the slightly brownish color in the white on these animals. And then the head and the neck should be very distinct with stripes, and the front portion of the body, and then the back side of the animal, the belly and the legs. When you reach those ideal characteristics that we are striving after, should not have any stripes on them.
So talk to me, I understand that this program has been going since 1987 or thereabouts. So it takes a long time, because I would imagine every time an animal is born you go, okay, that's a little bit more like the original quagga, so let's breed that with that. So it really does take time. What is the ultimate plan? Is it to breed a huge herd of quagga? And how many quaggas or quagga style zebras, shall I say, do we actually have?
So these Rauw quagga is actually the only animals that's bred for this specific purpose that doesn't form part of a specific other zebra group. So in South Africa, there's many different species of zebras. You get the Birchall zebra, the mountain zebra, the southern plain zebra. But these are specifically bred, and the animals within this project is the only animals that form part of this Rauw quagga breeding project. And just to get back to your earlier question, it is unfortunately a very management intensive and a time consuming project that takes a lot of patience because obviously it's a year-on-year thing. Generally, a mare would have one foal per year, and then as these foals grow older and the colors start to change a little bit into the final pattern and color as it grows into an adult, these animals are then studied and monitored, and upon that decided which animals get placed with which animals for the next breeding season to try and get closer to those desired results in terms of coloration, stripes, pattern, that kind of thing. So we won't have the same herd of animals on Vergelegen indefinitely. Probably within the next 2 years or so, we'll swap out animals with a property elsewhere with different animals, just so that you also prevent inbreeding as well as trying to place specific animals together to get those specific characteristics.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about the newest arrival, born on December the 14th. Glad to hear the little one is doing well. Thank you so much for your time. Eben Olderwagen, who is Vergelegen Wine Estate's Environmental Project Manager, telling us all about that Rauw Quagga.